Hello Crafty Mavens, it is Katty and I am back for another video with you guys. This week we are doing a planner video. So Sundays are going to be now our planner days as well. So you'll see either a Spotlight Sunday or a planner video. So this week you get to plan out my week with me. So that's very exciting. So for this week, as you guys saw the inspiration piece at the beginning, it's a very beautiful board, and it just has these really warm colors. Just really reminds me of winter and just being cozy, because it has like that pretty blue color and red and browns, and it just really reminds me of just winter and coziness is what I think of when I see it. So I knew I wanted to follow the color scheme. I always like to follow the color scheme of the mood board just because I feel like that's the best way to portray it. But of course that's not the only way, you know, and if you kind of see things differently and you don't have to follow the color, then that's great, because I know a lot of people do that. They just kind of follow the mood, I guess, that the mood board puts them in. So what I'm doing for this week's spread, I'm going to use blues and reds and golds and brown, and I'm just going to kind of try to recreate sort of that mood board, or not the mood board, but you know, the mood that it put me in, I guess. So so I'm just starting out with washi tape. I start off my spreads with washi tape for my planner. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, you guys know I'm doing the planner videos this year. Because I do want to get more organized and get my things in order. So I am doing planner videos. I am planning in my planner, and it has been great. So it was really hard for me to find a blue that matched the color scheme for this mood board, just because I don't have much in that sort of blue shade. So I was going through this paper pad, which I had on my desk. I've used it for other planner pages, and I had this. This is from the Amy Tangerine, the cut and paste paper pad. So I pulled out these papers, and they worked out perfectly. The colors worked out really great, and it's as close to the colors as I could get. So and in the end, I am truly happy with this layout. I really like how it turned out. It's not the traditional, you know, colors, and as I started doing it, it kind of started to remind me a little bit of 4th of July. but once I added the other patterns and stuff, it totally, you know, I loved it, and it was really pretty. So taking this paper, this is also from the Amy Tangerine cut and paste. All these papers are that heart paper as well, which I will use. So I've said this on my channel. If you guys have watched my channel, if not, I'll say it again. I know for planners, they have tons of planner kits and stickers and things right now that you can purchase. I know there's tons of Etsy shops that sell a bunch of pretty things. I have decided that for now, I'm not going to buy anything for my planner. I'm going to kind of use my stash, because I have all this stuff in my stash that I need to use up. So I might as well, you know, use it up and just kind of find things that coordinate with the color scheme for the week. And every week I just choose a different color scheme, whatever, you know, I'm feeling for that week. The week of the 4th of January was my son's birthday, so his favorite color is blue, so I chose blue as a predominant color in my color scheme, and so on. You know, I just kind of choose whatever color makes me happy at that moment. So that's kind of how I figure out my color scheme. Or of course, you know, if there's like specific holidays like Valentine's Day, I know I'm going to be using tons of pink and tons of hearts and tons of red. So you know, just kind of whatever I want to use. So it has been really fun. By the way, I am using the Mombi Happy Planner, or the Me and My Big Ideas Happy Planner. So I am using that. So yeah, so you just see me cutting up some paper. I covered the little strips at the top of each box that say, I think they say, is it morning, noon, and night? What does it say? It says morning, afternoon, and evening. I covered those up with some washi tape and some of that blue paper. So, and I'm just adding strips of the other paper as well. I added some of the blue on the left hand side, and then some of those heart papers, and then I'm going to use some of this washi that I cut up. That's a really thick washi, and I just cut it into little thin strips with my trimmer, just to make it a little bit more manageable, and just so that it doesn't fill up so much space. Because if you use really thick washi, then you're not going to have much space to write anything or put anything in, because it's just going to take up a ton of space, even though you could always write on top of it. But you know, you're not going to have as much blank space to work with in your planner. So I'm just adding that gold washi in a few spots. And this is a cut apart sheet from that same collection. That little strip that I'm gluing there on top of the weekend, it actually says Monday, it says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just all the days of the week. And I thought that was cute for my planner. And then this little So Awesome sticker I'm going to use down there. Now I remembered, because I've been going through my pocket letters for stuff to use in my planner, believe it or not. It's been really helpful. I had this washi tape, which I actually received from my lovely friend Lisa, who is also a Maven here. You guys know her as Nurse Lisa. She has her YouTube channel, of course, which is Nurse Lisa. So I had this washi from her, which I got in a pocket letter from her a few months back. And it was a really close match to that blue that I'm using. So I thought that was perfect, because I don't have any washi tape in that blue color. So I thought it was perfect, and I was super happy when I remembered that I had that. I kind of need to go through all my pocket letters and just like pull things out, because you know, there's tons of things I can use, and you know, I have so much stuff already, but sometimes there's little touches like that I don't have in my stash, and that they come in handy and helpful for my spreads. So this little doily is actually a Christmas doily, and it's in my December daily kit. I actually bought these little doilies. They're American Crafts, and I bought them this past December when I was in Utah. I went to the American Crafts sale, and I got those there. This flare button also is part of my December daily kit. It's in a flare badge kit from Studio Calico that I also got in Utah at the American Crafts warehouse sale. And it's in the pack of flare for Christmas, and it doesn't really feel Christmassy to me. It's brown and blue. It actually goes perfect with this color scheme, so so that's what I'm using it for. So this weekend I am gonna have my boys, so I am stamping out that little stamp, which is a little potty people, and at the end of the stamp it has a boy, a girl, and a boy, so it just symbolizes my boys and I. And I do add that to all the weekends that my boys are with me, just to kind of remind myself, because sometimes I have to look at the calendar and say, are they with me, are they not, you know, when I'm going to plan something. So this is just a way of helping me out. So I'm doing these two little half circles, which I cut out with a scallop punch, and that's kind of going to be my little weekend banner. Now I am going to add at the end, you're not going to see me do it on camera, I'm going to add some pink to my spread, because I realized that there was pink in the spread, in the inspiration piece, a really light pink. So I'm going to add pink in there, and I think that really just finishes it off very nicely. And I will move a few things around here and there, just nothing too crazy, but I do move just a couple things around, some enamel dots and stuff. But basically I just add pink, and where those two little half circles are on top of the little potty people, I add a third scallop circle in pink in between, and then I add where the doily is on the left, the red doily, I add another pink scallop circle there, and just to bring some pink, and I do add some pink paper strips. And the pink papers I actually got from an American Crafts paper pad, which is called Dots and Stripes, and it just has different colors of dots and stripes, and then I pulled the light pink ones and I used those. So I was going to use my little page flags, but I realized these red page flags, I don't know why they're not, you know, you can't write on them. I don't know, it just, you know, it doesn't have like the edge, the side where you can write on it. So I just I removed them because it's, you know, you write on it, but it doesn't really, you know, the ink kind of smears. And I'm using the Sharpie pens, black pens, which are really good for writing on that, but they just don't stick. So yeah, so I'm just taking this little sticker. This is from Teresa Collins. Just says my blessed life, and just embellishing a little bit here and there. This is from Mombi as well. This is little stickers, and that says Insta Love, well, Insta Heart, so Insta Love. And then I'm looking through this little Dear Lizzie sticker sheet, and then this little blue circle, which went really well with the color scheme as well. It says friends, and then that Sunday I'm actually supposed to have lunch with a friend, with one of my lovely YouTube friends. You guys know as Life with Evie. We are gonna have lunch on that day, so I actually thought that was perfect because it's blue and it goes with my color scheme, and then it's and then it went really well. And then I picked another little sticker from that sheet, which says love this, and then I will write there that we're having lunch together. So that should be really fun. So I'm just trimming around the edges a little bit, and then I'm gonna add that to my little Sunday area. So yeah, at this point I'm just trying to figure out, I remembered I had this washi, which I looked up and said, oh, I have this washi. This washi is it's really light pink, which goes perfect, and then it has blue, I don't even know, it's like a floral pattern. It's like a weird floral pattern, but it's pretty. And so I thought that was perfect to use on this. I didn't want to bring in too many patterns because I don't want to make it all, distracting and crazy. But I didn't think this was bad. I didn't think this really made it too distracting or anything. So I was happy with it. So I just used that in a few spots. I think I use it in just 2 spots, or 2 or 3 spots on my page. And then I'm going to use it there. And then I moved that one so I could make it go all the way. And then I just cut down that strip of paper. And yeah, with these spreads, basically, I just don't want to add too many patterns, just because I don't want to make it too busy. Sometimes if you make things way too busy, they just kind of look crazy, and then you can't even plan in there because it's too much going on. And I can see how that can easily happen, because sometimes you just want to decorate and make it pretty, so you just keep adding and adding, and you don't know when to stop. But yeah, sometimes we just have to stop. So here we go. I'm going to start writing things out, and I will realize after the fact, after I've taken my picture, so you won't see this. Well, you'll see it in my channel when I do my end of the month kind of review for the month. That week, that Monday, I wrote out that we had, that my son had tutoring and karate, and then I realized, wait a minute, there's no school on Monday. So if there's no school, he doesn't have tutoring, and obviously he doesn't have chess, and he doesn't have karate because he doesn't go. There's no school, so so yeah. So basically, I decided to, and I added a piece of pattern paper over that little square where I had written out those things, because there was no way I was going to be able to cover it otherwise. So I just put a little square, and I added a little circle that says no school. So I'm taking this little tag from Lisa, from Nurse Lisa, the same little tag that she had wrapped the washi tape around, and I just cut it because I love that it has the little twine. So I just added it, and then it just adds some fun to my page as well. So I'm just kind of writing out what I have planned for that week. And then, of course, I always go and I add things in, and then if there's any list I have to make, I'll add it to the left-hand side. So that's what I tend to do. And then I added my little save $100, because I'm on a mission to save $100 a week, even though I know that's not always going to happen, but that's my plan. So I'm taking these little dots. These are from a little stamp set that I got in a pocket letter, actually. And that little stamp set, I wish I knew where it was from, but I don't. It says my year, my resolution, my revolution, and then it has a bunch of little stars and dots. So I just took the little dots, and I'm just stamping around in this brown ink. That brown ink, I don't know where I got it from. I've had it for a while. It came in a little pack of like 6 like metallic inks, so I've had that for a while. And then I take the rest of those little dots on there, and then I'm just going to use them to kind of create a little border at the bottom of my page. And then I just kind of place them in a pattern on my stamp block, and then I'm just going to alternate the pattern and flip it up and down, and then just stamp that underneath. And then I think that just adds a nice little touch at the bottom of the page. So that's the last sort of finishing touch for that. and it just brings some more brown into the layout, which I just felt that it kind of needed a little bit more brown in there to kind of make everything a little bit neutral. So then I'm taking these enamel dots. These are from Recollections from Michaels, just red enamel dots. I will move some of them around because I will add some of that pink pattern paper I told you guys about, so I will move those little hearts around just a little bit, so you'll see them a little bit differently in the still shots. So I just decided to add another piece of that gold washi there because it was cut up, so I just added it down there. And that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please leave any comments or questions below. We love to hear from you guys. Please subscribe to the Crafty Maven Getaway, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye bye.